Here's that 3-strand if you're looking for a way into special, spectacular amethyst. I desperately wanted to spend a lot of time here, and unfortunately Jay wasn't able to bring anywhere near enough in. I remember when Marjorie showed me this and she said, now Jay had this and it sold out. I said, Marjorie, how much was it? She said, well, we did it for $99. And I said, Marjorie, could we do it for less? And she said, how about 84? And I jumped all over it. There's about 250 to go around. Please don't be mistaken. We are offering this at $84.90. I don't think there's any other amethyst piece of this amount. In fact, Jay, I was trying to work out how the carat value, and I know we can only estimate, but because isn't it normally like 5 carats per gram of weight?
Right, that's how, so you weigh it, and that's how you determine the amount of carats. As you weigh it, figure out the grams, and then multiply that by 5. And that's how much carats you have in there. Yeah, literally hundreds of carats.
That's the formula right there.
Right, that is the formula.
I mean, it's so hundreds of carats of amethyst, 1, 2, 3 strands. You are not seeing things. It is on a flex pay of $21. Every single review but 2 are perfect 5 stars. I want to tell you real fast before they usher me along that we do have the earrings for $34.90. They match back perfectly, a marriage made in heaven. So if you're a bargain hunter, and there's nothing wrong with being a bargain hunter, I love a good deal, and I certainly love a steal when I see it. Clearly this stands out tonight as an astonishing value. It's that layered look, it's the premium amethyst color that we rave about, it's that color that just draws you in, and it's less than $85. Jay, where can we start here? Because I feel like we need to spend half an hour on just this piece alone.
Okay, if you look at amethyst, you know, in amethyst, and most people don't realize this, you know, it's really just in the jewelry market. It sounds like a long time, but in the last little over 100 years is when amethyst actually became available to the general public. This, you know, when we first started doing amethyst, most of the material that we bought was out of Brazil or out of Uruguay. That's where we bought this material. What's really taken over the market in the last 20 years is all the African amethyst, and this is Zambian amethyst. It comes from actually a co-op of miners. So there's actually not just one mine. There's actually 4 mines that they don't get enough material for any one of them to really market it commercially. Oh, wow. So what they do is they started a co-op, much like our American farmers or farmers do, where they pool their resources, and then they make it available. And that's what you're looking at here. If you do a little research, if you go online and check it out, you'll see that all the premium amethysts now in the world are all coming out of Africa. We've got several deposits. This just happens to be Zambian material, but we have several different deposits that we do now currently buy that are based in Africa. Some of the probably the finest amethyst in the entire world is a friend of mine. It comes out of Morocco. Oh. That's beautiful. This beautiful purple color with the red hairs inside of it. It's just that we love each other dearly, but we can't come to grips with a price that I can live with. So, but I'm still working on it. One of these days, hopefully I'll do it. But you'll see, and if you go on and you research, you're gonna see that all the finer amethyst material in the entire world is now coming out of Africa, and this is where this is from. It's from Zambia. It comes out of a very small mining co-op on a very small mountain. And here again, you know, like amethyst, up until little over 100 years ago, was only really available to royalty and people that were extremely wealthy. Yeah. When you go anywhere, you go into any of the museums, or if you go and see any of the antique jewelry, all the crown jewels that I'm aware of in the world all contain amethyst. And the reason is because it was even rare. It's even rarer than diamonds. At one time, you know, what started it off was all the German miners moving to South America to become farmers. Right. And in Brazil, here they'd been mining all their lives just to get, maybe every now and then they would get an amethyst crystal. Every now and then. That's how rare it was and how valuable it was. Here, they're digging up their fields and they're finding amethyst popping out, but they know what it's worth. They know what it is. And that's what started the market. They actually started sending it back to Europe, back to the cutters in Eder Oberstein, places like that. And that's kind of how amethyst, you know, came on the market. Since then, this whole new wave, probably a little over 20 years ago, maybe going on 30 years ago, it was discovered in Africa. And now some of the finest amethyst rough material, world renowned in the whole entire world, comes from Africa.
Well, for those asking, and there are a few of you, and I totally get it, this is not a fashion piece in the sense that this is real amethyst. To Jay's point, the reason why he's explaining this is because at $84.90, I just think for a lot of us, we don't compute in our minds that this could possibly be real. Is it glass? Is it crystal? Is it simulated? Is it made to look like it? It's all amethyst. It's 1, 2, 3 strands, 20 inches of absolutely spectacular amethyst. Maybe it's your birthstone. Maybe you were born in February. If you're a February baby, this would be a wonderful piece to bring home. But ultimately, for those of us that just appreciate quality and we appreciate just jewelry done well, I mean, even the faceting, Jay, on this.
Well, this is all hand done. It's really, it's kind of funny what you said, though. Do you know the GIA, okay, which is they're the gemstone aficionados, right?
Indeed,
diamonds,
the authority.
All colored gems, you know, engraving and everything. That's who that we go through. HSN dictates that we go through GIA. It's all, everything that you ever see here is all tested. Do you know that they had to come up with individual tests because so much of the amethyst wasn't real? They were taking different quartzes, and they had processes to be able to turn it into a colored quartz.
Oh my God.
And the reason why was the fact that it was becoming rarer and rarer. It's getting harder to get the quality, getting the really quality high-grade amethyst material. So they had to develop specific tests just to make sure that it was real. Now, I can tell you this is real because we cut it right from the rough, right? We do everything from the rough. We're not buying anything that's already been pre-cut. If you look at this, though, think about this. You're getting 3 humongous strands. We've already done the work for you, but because we have the 2 3/4 inch extender, it still gives you that flexibility, that ability that where you could wear it a little bit higher, you can wear it a little bit lower. Whatever outfit you're wearing, you can kind of tailor it to the look that you want to go for.
Well, we love that we have it for this price point. It's just affordable, and I know that makes everybody feel good because we're not breaking the bank to get something special. If you appreciate quality and something that's going to last a lifetime, that's exactly what this is. The earrings, if you do want the earrings, and they're about 1 inch or so, 1 1/4 inches in terms of the drop down, they are only $34.90. So for less than $35, you get some